Hi, my name is Celestine Gachuhi. I'm an actor, a mentor, and a GBV, gender-based violence advocate. Yeah, so, and I'm the founder of Stepmom Initiative. I'm also the founder of Film Connect Africa that deals with a lot of what I do in acting, film, and just encouraging budding actors. Yeah.
So before we get to Stepmom Initiative, we'd like to know more about you. Just kidogo, your background, you're bringing to where you are right now.
Yeah. So my background, I'm a second born of 4 children. I think my life was just a normal life, but with a little bit of some struggle. I can't say it's financial struggle because I believe my dad did so well. He did so well. So I lost my mom when I was 11.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. So I think from then, that's when, it was life coping with the fact that your mom is no more. So really, when I think about it now, because I can't even tell you how we coped. I don't know how we woke up the next day and the next day and just like you have your mom and then you don't. Your children, you are just. I can't say how we did. We didn't even have. I don't think my dad had the knowledge of we can do counseling and all that. If he did, I'm sure if it's now, he would do that. I don't think he had the exposure to that. And also, I also think it's something new. I don't know how he dealt with it also. But I think his thing was, let me be strong for the children, a day at a time. So then my granny took us in. We lived with her. It was just a bit of a struggle. But we didn't know about mental health. Now that I'm grown and I'm thinking about it, I think we struggled with mental health. But you can do nothing. It's you need to sleep, wake up, go to school, come back, repeat. Yes, repeat, and I think God just helped us to just wake up and do the normal things we used to do. And then my dad married my stepmom, and then now we moved. I've moved to schools like I think 4 times. Yeah, so so I was firstly when we were in Shags when my mom passed on, I continued in that school for a year, and then the next school I went to is my shosho side from my mom's side. So I went there. I also did a whole year. Then from then my dad took me from there, and then I joined my little sister and my little bro in Narok. But now we were living in Masai Mara, Ndani, like in the park. Oh. Yeah, so my dad was working there. And then I went to a school called Itong Primary School. Iko Masaini, like Umasaini kabisa. Like you find you're the only Kikuyus and there's maybe one Luo or my dad was a cop. So I went there for I think a week. Hata nikashonesha nguo. Nikashonesha nguo. I went to that school. For like a week. And then kidogo, you're going to Nakuru.
Why?
I'm moving to school. I'm going to another school. Like they were thinking a better school, and then now we had to go to boarding schools. My little sister, she went to school and she was in class 3, a boarding school. I don't know how she did it. I don't know, but she's a strong woman.
You think about it.
Yeah, but then we were just. I think we were used to be together so much. Now you go to use like you're in Nakuru, she's in Narok St. Mary's primary school, and then my big sis now was in high school and she was in Kiserian some school, I think still inaitwaje, and then now my little bro amebaki home. So I remember I would really like I was waiting for closing day. I'm just like, I want to see my sisters. I want to see my bro. And tukasoma hivyo, everyone like tulikuwa tunapatananga 3 times a year. Like the closing April, August and December. And I kind of feel like we grew apart kidogo, but even though we grew apart, it was all of us, like we knew we had kept each other's places in our hearts, because when we met, it was like a beautiful thing. It was beautiful. When I think about it, Josie, we went to Nauko Masai Mara, but we didn't get to Aitong. But when I was just taking videos for my sister, and then I came back and I was telling her, like, I remembered the trees that we would just sit there and just chat and read. And it was, the Masai Mara is very vast, and then it's kuna upepo sana. I think we would enjoy that. And yeah, like, it was beautiful. But now we had the challenge of, I think also coping up with the stepmom. She wasn't very kind. So I think that also made us very close, because it was like us against her, or her against, yes. Like, we were just like, it's us and nobody else. And also just, if you're going through it, like, we are with you through it. If I'm going through it, like, that was it.
You have someone.
Yeah, like, we had each other a lot. And then I joined Oletipis Girls High School. So I did my high school was amazing. I grew in so many things. I grew my talent also, because in primary I was also doing drama, music, modeling, as in the artistic things. So in high school is where I think I amplified to, because high school there's a more recognition and a more understanding yes, and also people like celebrate you, and people like see you have something. And I think when you're in those ages of adolescence and all that, there's a lot of confusion. Sometimes you need to hear people, you can't, yeah.
It's for you to believe that you actually can.
And I think then is when I got to understand, actually, I'm good at this. And I grew in drama. I grew I think my walk with God was really rooted in that school. It had a very crisp, tangible presence. Like, you can never go to Oletipis Girls and get out the same. It's amazing. And we had a patron, a CU patron. He was very dedicated. We're in touch even now. He was very dedicated into, instilling Christianity in us, and just instilling the values and instilling a relationship of the students with God at their personal level. That also I got from there. And also I think my self-esteem, because at home it was crushed so much. It was crushed so much that I remember when I went to Shags one time, and my mom had a twin sister. So her twin sister, she was like, "What? As in, Shiko, are you okay? What? You've changed so much." But I don't think we had the strength to say, the way you have something is wrong, but I just need to see tomorrow. Just tomorrow passes, we sleep, the next day, as in a day at a time. It was a day at a time. You get to a point that you don't even see, you kind of don't see the future the way you used to see it. You kind of don't see how great you'll be. You just, and it's dangerous. You just see tomorrow. There's no like hope and fire of, when I grow up, I'm going to be on TV, like there's no fire. And now she knew I had the fire. She knew I would look at Julie Gishuru and I would just, pretend and just reenact what they're doing. Yeah? And she was like,
who are you?
What is it? And, when we are in family gatherings, on my mom's side, because there's so much unity. We used to have 31st, everyone comes, we eat, we play football and all that. And we are many, so we can play like a football of 11:11 and we have people to shangilia. So you find that who will pray? She could pray. Who like
you are the star.
Yeah, and then now you just so they notice there's something wrong. But you don't, I wasn't really empowered to say something is happening or something is not, I'm not okay. Yeah. And also I didn't understand this is affecting me. And also you have little sister, you have little bro. So as I've said, it was a day at a time. And then after Form 4, I started also getting my fire back. I wanna be on TV. I really wanna. But I don't know how, but I'm gonna, I don't know how I'll do it, but I will be. Yes. And also my dad really supported me. My dad really, really supported me. By the time I'm completing Form 4, my little sister is also completing Class 8. So we go to Shags and now prepare for my sister to go to Form 1. And my dad is asking, what do you want to do? Nini. I wasn't sure, like, really what I want to do, but I was like, I want to be on TV. But I'm waiting for results and I'm thinking, now what do I do? Like, and it's a confusion that you can jump on anything. So when I got my results, my dad told me, so I don't have the money now because my focus is on my little sister. She's called Bridget. So he's like, so Bridge needs to go to school. And I understood. I was like, okay, at least me, I'm done. College can wait. It's not like a Form 1 thing, but for her, she can't wait. It's okay. Let her go to school. So and then my big sister, alikuwa naishi Kayole. She had just gotten a job. So me came to Kayole to just bangaiza and just see what can I do. Maybe I did computer. I remember I did computer. Just
the packages.
Yeah. And then in that katika hizo mashughuli computer nini. I had taken a number from a guy that was doing set books in our school. And he told me, when you're done, we had taken several of us. You can call me and then you can come for auditions. I was like, yeah, I can start with set books. Because I used to look at them on stage. I'm like, oh, they look so nice. They look so beautiful. I said, this is what I want. I want to travel. I want to just go to schools and yeah. So I called him. And he told me, yes, there's an audition. Come to Kenya National Theatre. Me najua Kenya National Theatre. As in, Nairobi is not my hometown.
Yeah, sure.
My hometown is Narok. I don't know. So I called my dad and he was like, yes, you're going. He called my sister. Ukitoka job, take Shiko to Kenya National Theatre. Show her the road so that tomorrow she doesn't get lost. Yes. So tukaenda hadi nikaenda KNT. Then the following day I woke up. I went the same road. As in niko naambia Mungu nisijaribu kupotea. I don't know Nairobi.
Ulikuwa unafuata the exact same place.
You know from OTC?
Yeah.
Kirinyaga Road. Sikupiga kona. Kirinyaga Road, Globe, Panda, Central, hapo. Nikaingia. I was just, I can't piga kona.
Yeah.
And then nikaenda nikafanya audition. And then, so you go home and wait for the results to be told if you got it or not. And they called me, they're like, yeah, but you didn't get it, but we will see where we can fix you. I was like, okay. Actually, let us go and nimeshika. I'm feeling, oh my God, I must.
This is what I wanted.
Yeah. But I went home, I was like, I'll go for another audition. A week didn't even, get over. I was called by a new number. Hi, so you did an audition with, it was Jicho 4. Yes, with Jicho 4. But now we are another company called Pace Theaters. We need you. So they referred me. God bless their soul. Because that's where my journey started. That's where my acting really started. I don't think there was any other way I was gonna start. My God.
It had to be that.
It had to be that. So, and there was no time. They called me, hi, we are starting rehearsals. I went in tukaanza rehearsals, then traveled for the first time. I had nerves. God, the first show, I was just shaking. I was shaking. Backstage, I was on the, I didn't nasikia sauti kama ina shake.
Was it a major?
It was for the other books, because there were like 3 books. It was, I think, Chalk Circle, Mstaikimea, Betraying the City. And yeah, I think those are the 3 books. So I did these other ones, nilikuwa nimepewa some small roles. So Betraying the City only has 1 woman. And the girl that was playing that role that I found, alikuwa nangoa Kiluya. So bless her soul. So there were things that she really couldn't, I don't know, there was something. She wasn't hakuwa nangoa sana, but there was
the accent was there.
Yes, it was there. And I remember so tukiriha, sometimes we would go there, do it alone, but we are here, your peers are here, and then the director is here. And then it's not kidogo training, it's not training of softness, it's training of hey. If you go there, you don't have your lines, the director would get angry. Like, I was just like, there's too much shouting.
Yeah, please.
I was like, but I was like, okay, I need this. I want to travel.
Yeah.
So I was told. So he was angry. Hold on, let's no. Shuka, Celestine, Ebu, go get your lines. And I'm like, it's only 1 week. I mean, and it's only 1 woman in this show. The book is about a sister and a brother, and they have and then the books have political, they have so many things, the themes. My sister just was, alikuwa ananisomea, alikuwa ananisaidia kushika, and then I did it. By the time we were doing the 3rd show, damn. I was just feeling like, I was like, I can do it. Like, hakuna like sihati lines. And then when I think about it, I got to learn how to not only cram, but understand the script, and also just listen. I'm not thinking about the lines that are on page 5. I'm in the moment. I'm listening. What are you saying? What is my feeling? What do I feel about what you're saying? What's my response? And also in this whole story, where do I stand? Am I supporting you? Am I disputing what you're saying? But now I didn't know about all these things. And also I learned about reacting to what people are saying. I don't wait until you're done to react. I'm react because even in normal, I'm reacting to what you're telling me. Like, it gets in, I react. It's not like you talk and then I react. It has to be very natural. And then I think also the book that I was feeling like umenirusha kwa basi, like under the bus, that was my best book actually, because it was proper. It was a proper polished woman, and nilikuwa na feel these people are treating me like a child.
What book was that?
Betraying the City now, because I was very tiny. I was just from high school.
Yeah.
So zawatoto, balisha boshori. So this one,
you are the woman.
I ran with it, and then you're the only woman in the show, and then you're broke and you're strong because of the lines and because of like the demeanor of this woman. So it was a thing for me to just express myself as an actor and all that, which I thank God for. Then I didn't see it. I was like, these lines. And also I think it taught me to be very proactive, because if you're an actor, you cannot be in there. You have to be very proactive. You have to be chap, get your things, because sometimes, especially on stage, there's no take 1 or 2.
Yeah.
There's no take 2. Take 1 and it's going. The show has to go on. Even if I forgot my lines, I have to know what to replace it with, and it has to make sense. So that was amazing. I did the 2nd term, and then the money wasn't giving. I was like, I told my sister, Doreen, I don't think I wanna. And then she was like, yeah, because the fare that she's giving me, I can't even return it. Like, I can't refund. Because the money, which money? As in, akuna.
And I live for exposure.
It was kidogo money. When I look at it now, it was kidogo money. Like, when I come back, I can't say, nili pata pesa, like I can come now and do something. No. So I was like, no, I need more. I need something different. And during this time, bado sijajoin shule. A year has gone. Got the second year. I started going for auditions now. Like TV auditions. I told my sister, I'm going to do auditions, TV auditions. I did so many. I did a lot. Huku sijui Kaloleni, huku sijui Jericho, sijui wapi, Kenya National Theatre. Like,
so
yes, and my sister alikuwa ananipea fare, my dad, like, when I tell you they supported me, they were there like, unaenda wapi, audition, go, go. During this time, I also, because auditions you don't go every day, I asked a mama that was making my hair, her salon. I asked her, can I just be, chilling here, do some blow dries, some eyebrows, just do something. She was pregnant. She told me, yes, actually, I'm going for a leave. You can just be opening.
So you know how to do hair?
Yeah, I know. I know how to do hair. I know how to do makeup. I know how to, eyebrows. I know, I love beauty stuff. So she was like, yeah, okay. So I was doing it. I was going for auditions. I was also active in church. I was doing drama in church. I was doing a lot. Like a lot. At one point, I zungusha panties. I know. I met with a friend of mine from high school. She was working at supermarket that was just near. She was like, how can we get money? She told me, my mom got me some bills and I went to Zungusha and I got money. So I was like, Doreen, ama nifanye hiyo.
On top of everything else that you're doing.
Well, I was like, okay, sawa. Hey, we went and got the ninis and then we didn't carry our phones because she told me, tunaweza ibiwa huko Kariobangi. I'm like, and then I've never gone to Kariobangi. So we went to, what's it called? Isli. We got the panties and then we came. That I was like, I told her, Mary, this is not me. I can't. People are just, as in,
so you have to go like carrying it.
Yes. And people, the way you treat people when they come, socks. There are people that are very rude. The moment I got home, I told my sister, I cannot.
Make any sense?
I did. I think I saw like 3. And the jua has just hit me so hard. I'm so tired. Wait. I don't think I can. Let me stick to the salon, go for auditions, nini. And then one day, tuliziva. Okay, my Lord. But it all was working for my good.
Yeah, true.
So, but then I just zungushed once. I don't give up easily, but that one, I gave up. I gave up. It wasn't for me. So there was one time, I was in the salon, I was undoing my hair. And then I got a call from one of the people that I had met in one of the auditions. Hi, Celestine, I hope you're well. I would want us to travel right now. We have shows that we have lined up. I'm like, for what book again? They're like, no, it's not a book. It's motivational speaking and just using your craft to, just give hope to students and all that. I was like, hi.
This is new.
As in, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, just talk to them. We have a play. I'm like, do you have a script? They're like, no, it's freestyle. I was like, okay. I called my sister. Nipakie nguo, trousers sijui 3 na top sijui na. I'm going for like a month, nini. She was like, now. I'm like, yeah, nimeambia niende hizi coach. Okay, at least I knew easy to railways. But I'm like, and then you know, obviously she was being protective of who is that person and akunini. I'm like, I've met him on auditions, nini. But akakuja mimi nikapanda mat, shoo, nikaenda town. And then we went to Kakamega. Yes, we went to Western. And then we did the shows. The first time I was also very nervous, but not like the first time. Because this one, I was just, this is your mother, this is your dad, this is your boyfriend, and maisha, and then you can choose whatever points you want to talk to students. You have 20 minutes, talk to them, encourage them. I was like, hey, my God, okay. I was like, I got this, it's okay. So by the time we were on our third scene, I felt some refreshment and some freedom. I was like, this is very nice. Yeah, this is very nice. And then we did it. We did so many schools, and then I saved up for my like for my school. I called my dad. Daddy, I have money. I'm going to school. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. Yes, I could call my sister namtumia. So when I came back, she was like, hey, you have some money. Yeah, you have. I was like, yeah, I mean, I want to go to school. And then now I paid. I went to Kim, paid my school, and then remained some little money for fare and food. Yeah. So I started my school, and then now we would do it oftenly, but sometimes natungeka sana. So now this I knew, this is now at least it's making me money. Steseki sijui umeenda town hukuli lunch. Unaenda nyumbani ukimwona kichwa because you can't even afford chipo for 100. So and life now was, I was now saying, wow, I'm actually getting money from acting. Freestyle acting, just be creative and just do your thing. Yeah, and I loved it. And I didn't realize that I would grow some passion for mentorship and for such initiatives like Simama from then, because now you're interacting with students and you find that they're becoming very vulnerable with you, and these things that they're telling you, they're very sad things. You can do nothing about it then, but there was something that was growing in me. So we did that. Did, and then now I started, I was still going for auditions in school, in salon. I was doing a lot. Yeah. A lot. Really? And then now when I was in school, I met another guy that in an audition. Then we were talking, and then he asked me, can you speak Kikuyu? I was like, what do you mean? I can speak Kikuyu. Yeah, and then he told me, okay, sawa. So kesho set yetu. I was like, okay, sawa. I went to the set. The director was like, can you speak Kikuyu? I was like, yeah. We talked hapo nje. And then akaanza kunongelesha Kikuyu kidogo. And then he told me, come tomorrow. And I came the following day. Now I shot the first time before the camera. Hey, I was like, it was like my scene. God, and it was like a cool scene. I did it. It didn't have a script-ish. It was like, this is your mom, this is your dad. So they did one another. Be creative. Tukafanya, and then did it again and again, and then got paid. I was like, I'm on TV. I called my dad, you should watch me on Friday. I'm on TV. And I was like, what? You're on TV? Then the same production it was in Noro TV. Oh. Yes. The same production had another show this one was called Guashifu. The other show, the auditions they had was called Oriro Abedo. So, I saw it, and then I was like, I'm an Inde audition. After November, so I went, and guess what? I got the role. Oh my! I know. I was like, levels. And now this one, I got a supporting role. And then I did it. It was amazing. The reception was amazing because I was replacing another girl. So also, when you're replacing someone on TV, you need to be very open.
Yeah.
People have loved the other girl.
Yeah, they love the person. So unakuja.
You coming, you have to bring your A game. You have to earn their love. The reception was so amazing. It was good. I was just like, where? Guy, audience wamenikubali. Because if I started it, really, they have no option.
Yeah,
but they have a comparison of yeah. I know. So it was amazing, and people loved me so much. But also when I'm doing this, I'm also going to schools and doing the motivational speaking and salon. Where I was doing too much. Then now I'm almost done with my school. I see an audition and I see it for the first time, but I'm shooting Oriro. I'm in school, guy. I have projects. It is a shule, and the way they're telling you to make such book. My God, I have what is it called? This thing that you go and present to lecturers and
the research.
Yes, the research project. Iko katikati. I was like, where it's a lot. But I see this audition and I'm like, I'm an Indian audition. The second time I see it, I don't have time. The third time, a friend of mine calls me, Checky, you need to go for this audition. I'm in the audition room and they have not gotten anyone. And I truly think that this is you. They're looking like the character Bible is you. But I knew nilikuwa naona character Bible. Well, it was just literally me. I don't know. It was just when we did with my sister. Okay.
So you're still living with
my sister? Yes, we are living with my sister. And soft spoken. Celestine tick. Beautiful. Nilikuwa nimejiamini. Tick.
You are.
Thank you. Can speak Swahili fluent and English. Yes. Can be available to shoot.
Availability.
Naanza kufikiria, my God. My sister told me, no, let's end that. Hata nikaa tulikuwa tunaenda na sistangu audition because home we have discussed what will you do. She's never acted, but we are just exchanging thoughts and all that. And I told my sister, by the way, wacha tuniende. I called this guy, the show, the Oriro. Can I come tomorrow at 11? And it was the last day we were shooting the season. Na ilikuwa Kitengela. Like, unajua unaweza chelewa? No, please, Aki, just let me come at 11. Me, I woke up early in the morning. Nikaenda Super Sport. And then they said, no makeup. I was like, damn, this is it. And don't have your hair. You know the way you are, evil. Just hold your hair. They just wanted to see your face. Plain face. Let's see what we're working with. We got there. And I was the first one. But it was so cold. I couldn't wait to finish. So I can go to Kitengela. Sijui Kitengela. So I'm thinking, I need to be done. Kani town it after the gari za Kitengela or just take a pikipiki. I don't know. So, nikafika. When you go for an audition and you're auditioning the same role, you find you don't look alike, but features zinafanana. You can find light-skinned. Come on, they want light-skinned. Hey, you will find light-skinned, tall. Like, unaona kabisa saa, sisi wote tunafanana. Ni vile tu don't look like each other kabisa. But you can tell all of us are auditioning for the same thing. Yes, and also you can say, if wamesema dark, maybe big or something. So I got there and I was like, hey, we are auditioning for one person. And we are how many? We're like 10. And I got in. But no, before I got in, the producer came in and, if you have makeup, go to the washroom and remove your makeup. Me, I was like, and then you don't have makeup? I got in. And we got to sharp our scripts. I got in, did my audition. It was very intense. Like, I was preparing sometimes because it was a very emotional scene. And for me, what I do when it's very emotional, I will separate myself with people. I would just have my own corner and just take it in. So I was outside. I was just walking. I can even run. I can just do just be in the moment, because I knew these are one take. You either get into your emotions or you don't. Yeah, and nikaingia audition nikafanya, and then nikaenda Kitengela. By the time nilifika huko, I had so many calls, new numbers, and nikashika, and then the casting director was like, "Mbona ushike simu nini?" Like, guy, me nilikuwa kwenye pikipiki. Then he was like, "Okay, sawa. You needed it went so fast. You needed to come and we talk nini kidogo line producer can call. You needed also nini." As in, it went so fast. Nikaenda now the following day, no, it was like on a Monday, nikaenda Wednesday or 2 days after. Nikaenda nikapima nguo, nikapimwa like the size, viatu. There was makeup testing, although hata Selina hakuwa na makeup season 1 yote. It was meeting people, uno makeup, uno nini. So I think I didn't realize how big it was gonna be. So you have the lead role, you're Selina. So me, I'm just like, okay. Then the director was like, "Do you know what is waiting for you? As in, do you fathom? Do you realize?" Me, I'm just like, yeah, I know. But I didn't know. The truth of the matter is, I didn't know. Reason being, it was so demanding. A lead role. Anyone that has played a lead role, just salute, man. Guy, it's so demanding. It's so demanding. The lines, the emotions, the heaviness of every scene. You're kind of driving every scene. But I think it was my training ground. Na ilikuwa zinaitangwa a crash course. It's like, you can do this, you can, yani, it was very draining in a way, but it was beautiful, because I was like, I've done so, like, it's so beautiful. Then we did I think 60 episodes in 3 months. It was back to back. We actually were sleeping on set sometimes, because unashanga sasa tumaliza saa ngapi, kabla nifike home ni 2 hours, nilale 1.5. So I carried my personal things and to work, and the producer was very kind, akatuletea the mattresses. Kama hushoot, weenda tulale. So you'd go and just sleep kidogo, then you woken up, come shoot. Everyone was tired. The amount, I think even the reason we got so many seasons is because of the amount of sweat, blood, and tears that we put in for season 1. And also it taught me, when you're doing something, do it, give it your all. Because we had only signed for 3 months, and then we were told we're going to do 120 episodes. That's like a year. Then we were told, like, so it was repeating. During that time, I didn't have social life. Like, I was just like, set, home, sleep, watch a little bit, set. Like even the family gatherings, I rarely did go, because you're so needed or you're so tired. You just need to rest. You can't imagine that you'll be somewhere.
Any free time you get.
Yes, I needed to rest. And we did it for 5 years, 960 or 30 episodes. Yes. Yeah, and we finished in 2022 March, and I was like, I'm done with Selina. What's next?
What did you feel when you finished?
First of all, I was so tired. I think, and I've actually never said this. Only my family know, and maybe my producer, because we had talked before. I was tired. Somehow I couldn't wait to finish, to just, I was so tired. I think I needed change, because sometimes change is, not even sometimes, change is as good as rest. I was so tired. And the last few months, I was pregnant. I was so tired.
It became even more tiresome.
It became very tiresome. So I think it was a happiness of, I did that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, and I'm so happy that there's something I came out of with. I came out with a brand.
Yeah.
I came out knowing that I can do it, even though I think kama Mungu angenionyesha hiyo mambo yote, ningekuwa very afraid. But it was like unraveling every day. And sometimes I would do something and I'm like, what? And sometimes people would ask me when on set, how do you get your lines? As in, because the call sheet gives you what scene you are in, what day, there's just a lot. But for me, when I look at a scene, I'm looking at how many pages is it? Hey, 2 pages. And I'm like, who am I with? I'm with who? How long are my lines? And a lot of monologues in Swahili. And this was like proper Swahili. So it was a bit, we had to learn. So I think season 1 was also of learning. Now, I think when we got in, I can't say there was a time I struggled with my lines. And also the director knew. So any time I felt like I'm struggling, mostly maybe I'm tired. Sometimes he would come and he would be like, yeah, let her not come tomorrow because I'm so tired that I can't remember my lines. This is not you. So it was amazing, but tiring. And also just even wondering, also realizing and recognizing the length I can go, the length that my mind can just do, because some things, like 6 seasons, some things that sometimes now, I can, but also it needs for you to be in the system. But sometimes you look at, did I just say that monologue without stopping? Hey, I can do this.
So imagine carrying this character for 5 years. Did it change who Celestine was?
Not really, but in a way. There's sometimes some scenes were too heavy that I would stay kind of in that mood for maybe 2-3 days. And that's why there's a thing called derolling. When you're in a character so much, it's very dangerous. You could forget about yourself. You could forget who you are. But what helped me is the intimate relationship I have with my family, my boyfriend then, my husband now, always, reminding me, just hanging out. Now that I can't go outside, can we hang out in the house? Can we talk? Can we, just because sometimes I think it's very dangerous if you stayed alone. Because you would even think Selina is real. You kind of would live in that bubble until now it's done. What happens? Sometimes people go into depression. So I think also having my sisters remind me like Yoshiko, as in where we are here. So also taming myself not to feel like a god because of recognition and is of it all. Yes. And also sana involve with God. Like just involve him. Just letting him to be the pillar, the tamer, like just knowing the heights I can't go. Because I always say when the curtains are closed, who am I? When the whole when I'm home with Habi, with my sisters, when we are home, Celestine Gachuhi, outside. It is Shiko, it is it is us. It is us cooking, it is us tunakuni, it is us doing the simple things, because these things are the ones that will ground you. Because also your friends can soothe your ego. Also your family can soothe your ego. Your boyfriend can just be bending and just showing, oh, hail Celestine. And then, they can elevate you too much and just soothe your being, and the ego and the pride will take over. Everyone is subject to pride. So if you do not have the two small things, you will you get into a level that it is not good. You forget about yourself, and now getting back can be very depressing. So I tried to avoid that, but mostly I think just God helped me, because everyone is subject. Yes, yeah.
That's interesting. So I've listened to your story, and I think we do not understand how much change comes with death. Because so I'm thinking, now you knew your mom, you're 11 years old, you have all these siblings, and then she is gone, and then you have to transit to all this, the new level. That's something that I think people should like take very much keen on. But then I'm also listening, and I'm wondering, no, let's talk about Stepmom initiative. So I was thinking maybe one of the reasons as to why you started this initiative could be maybe you went through something. So what is your story? Why are you so much invested in gender-based violence? What is your story?
So there's no story. Ati, I went through, and people asking me, I should do this, I should do I've said it on my live, but I think I should do it, and it's in my plan of just doing a reel of explaining. Like, there's no story. Ati, my dad, and if there's someone that I would run to if such happened to me, is my dad, because I've seen his reaction. Regarding such, I've seen his reaction. I remember there was a person that sijui alikuja akasema sijui ni kama alisema bwana sijui amepiga bibi, and the baby was pregnant. He flipped as in and I love it. I love that my dad is like that. Like he was so like, how, why, and I've never seen my dad like if the memory I have of my dad and my mom, me, I think now that I'm married and you can korofisha, I don't know, maybe they were, I don't know where, but the reaction he had, and but even then I didn't think I was gonna do this. But now I'm trying to think, there's no story, I've not even heard that my aunties, there's no one close to me.
Then how are you so passionate?
How am I so passionate? So when I was doing this traveling and speaking, leave the set books, now they're speaking to girls and all that, there's a lot of gender-based violence in sana tani maushago, but still even here we have it. So reason being, the reason nilikwambia there was a passion that was growing in me is because these girls, I was thinking, if I didn't come, and I was like 20, so they would really resonate with me. They wouldn't go to other guys. Because we had a session, and then, can we talk? They would come and they would open up so much. But I'm just, so I would go venting in the car to the other guys. Una imagine anko yake alimrape. Una imagine ati mtu wa pikipiki and like ndio mbebe, because the school is so far. Ndio mbebe, he touches her every day, but she doesn't want. You see, and that's like that's a form of GBV. Una imagine mamake alipigwa, mtoto akatoka wakiona. You get like such stories, and I wouldn't do anything then, but I was just venting, and sometimes I'm just sleeping and I'm thinking, wow. Now, if one day I become pregnant and then I'm beaten and someone and then the baby just comes out, and then you have to run to hospital, you see, such things. Sana, it grew from there. And then also in our social media, people are coming out so much. It's only that now people can repost. Even before now, we had people, someone comes out, sijui nilipigwa hapa, sijui nini, mwingine sijui amekatwa masikio. I wonder, how did we get here? How don't we talk about it? How is it shushu? Like we managed to talk about HIV. Like, I think when I was growing up is when people were talking about, we managed to. This is something that is seated deeply in our society, and we don't talk about it. And also I remember, even during this time, the first-hand thing that happened to do with gender-based violence, a friend of mine told me, imagine boyfriend yangu aliniongelesha vibaya, you know, the bad treatment, the mental form of GBV. Like, kabisa, it doesn't have to be physical, but the draining of your mind, it's like you're going crazy. They're manipulating you. They're guilt-tricking you. When I listen to the story, my friend has no issue. I'm just like, you need to leave. You need to leave. I don't understand why you seated here. Why are you still with him? Why are you calling him? We talked and you were like, I'm done. You come to work and you look like, it's like you can't even concentrate because of the damage this guy is doing to you.
To your brain. And
to your brain.
Physically. Not
physically. How chapwe, but have you seen someone that is going through it? It's confusion upon confusion. And I'm like, you're too young. So me, I'm not getting. I'm like, how? Now I come to understand it's trauma bonding. They bombard you with love. Like instant love. Buy you this, na. But the thing that is waiting for you, it's like they're just pushing you down and down in the water. Like it's just a few days and then you're drowning. So that happened, and then I was like, what happened? Like how? You need to leave. And the struggle she had to leave. So in my head I'm thinking, but it's you only think like that when you're outside. I'm thinking, si utoke.
Like unangoja?
And then also another one, sijui unajua alinigonga. I'm like, huh? Why are you there? You know. And when I think about it, and it's a lot of questions and wanting to understand why are we not talking about it? Because it's something that is happening to our friends, our sisters, but it's like we don't take it as heavily as we should, because imagine people have died. Imagine it starts with pushing. Imagine these people, like, you know, the psychopaths, the narcissists. Do you know we have even people we know, cousins, nini, we know them, we do, but we don't talk about it. And one thing I've realized, because I've started now, I started now digging, even on the internet, searching. Very many people, a very big percentage, have gone through sexual abuse, not only being raped, not only defilement, but you know, the touching, zinakanga soft, the talks and all that. But these things, when we entertain them, they grow until they give these predators, they give them the strength to now go and do some other things.
If you've done this before.
Yeah. Like hizo mambo za watu wa pikipiki, unapita unapigwa, unaspankiwa. Why? Like there's so much, and the reason sana unapata madem ndio tunaongea, especially when we look at the femicide that was happening. We came up so much, like yes, women, is because a big percentage that is affected is women, but we are not disputing that men go through it. And that's why we need also men that can stand up. You don't have to have gone through it. Stand up and give someone, a man somewhere, that he can say, me, I'm not okay. I need to walk out, and I don't know how to walk out. What can I do? And this is the information that we are really trying to get to the masses. Let's talk about it. The moment we talk, the moment we keep something secret, it has a lot of power. But let's expose it. Let's and us talking about it and just creating awareness, it's literally the first thing we can do to protect ourselves. And also, like, most of the things happen in the domestic settings. If you look at people that have gone through it, like children, when they were children and their parents were like that, there's just something. It affects them. It's not just it goes. It affects them. And sometimes you find mtu alipitia hiyo, either atapitia kwa marriage yake ama kwa even kwa, what is it called, kwa relationship, hujaolewa hata. People sometimes don't even value themselves, because I saw my mom, like it's like my mom was going through this. It's okay, I can vumilia and do this, but you will die. We need to know that the results of these things sometimes are early pregnancies, unwanted, and this sometimes can lead to, you know, you just doing an abortion, and as in these things that are There's so much away from what we see. We talk early pregnancies, we talk even STDs, we talk suicide, mental health issues. And reason being, we naona kama zinachukuliwa very lightly. And we need to know that gender-based violence is something that it has roots in our society. So we have to speak about it. And also the trauma that comes. Most people that I have a lot of DMs. A lot. Napigwa sijui nini, my boyfriend. I don't know how to come out. And imagine that person stays. When I think about marriage or just being in a relationship and it's serious, it's for the rest of your life, not unless something happens. So if you agree this thing for the rest of your life, first of all, you won't get to your potential. There's so much distraction. There's something that Janet Mugwa put up, Juzi, akasema, the person that you're with at home, are they your safe space? Because you can't be outside makazi. There's so much outside, but your home is your safe space. When I get home, tena ni kama kupigwa ama ni nini, mental torture and all that. It can't be. Can we all have a place that we all deserve a safe space? Yes, to going home or to just spending time with someone that I have chosen. And also the things there are also other results, but the fatal one is death. You could lose even your limb. People wanakatwa hadi maskio, like when you go to TikTok, there is a lot of stories. Yo, sijui nilipigwa. There was another one I saw. They have just dated for 1 month. This guy came and banned this chick. I saw that. Oh God. And it's banning of, this is, my life is changed forever. There are things I can't do now. That chick had a child. The mother is here. We have to start changaing. This is not sickness. This is something that someone intentionally inflicted pain in you, like on you. So, and such people, and I thank God, I saw a lot of people reposting, which is amazing. And men were coming out and saying, who is this man? Like, this is not man enough. And this is what we want. It's like, cause sana when I post about, cause last year I did a lot of videos, pictures and all that. Men were there saying, kama ingekuwa mwanaume sijui nini. Imagine, no guys. Imagine it's because we have chosen to speak about it. Can we have men that can speak? And the reason, sometimes, even me, sometimes I need to see someone, amefanya. Even me, I want to do it. Even me, I'm going to speak out. Even me, I can't stay here. Unaweza pata wanaume wengi hawapigwi. Kuna wengine wanapigwa. But you can speak to someone. You can go and report. Mdema ananipiga, But there's some men that hawana amani, mental, psychological violence. There's even economical. I've been researching and I'm like, what? There's a lot. There's so much
that people do
not know. So we need to talk about it. We need to just keep on. And the launch of Simama is not the end. We are launching a podcast that we shall have discussions on all those things. And so that we can have, kama mtu anasikia kuji, come and talk. And I've had DMs also of people like, I want to talk. Like, I can't. There was a chick who texted me and she was like, I can't imagine now. I feel like I have a place that I can talk because I've been holding it.
There's so much.
And I'm like, yeah. And after Simama launch, we are truly hoping that we'll have the podcast so that we can have people pour out their hearts, and also we shall have professionals, so that we can also. We don't have all the answers, but we can offer people, we can have a platform that can be their voice, a platform that we can know, okay, Sawa, this person has suffered. What should they do? What is the right way to getting help? Sometimes ata nilisikia, what is her name? The founder of Usikimi, Jeremy Gwe. Nilisikia akisema, sometimes you go to the police and they're making fun. They're telling you, sijui hata ukipewa, what did she say? She said that sometimes she would go report. And the police are telling her, ukipewa pesa shopping hatakuwa na wewe. What kind of a person would do that? Na umekuja na umepigwa cha ukweli. Like, there has been something, yes. So, And that's why you see, like, I think foundations like Usikimi or initiative like that. And also there's another woman that she said she wanna be a partner with us, that she looks after children that have been brought up in such environments, because such environments are very toxic. So they really take care of these children. And like, the reason we have such, the reason we have people like that is because the people that we are running to ni vitu light, or they have accepted this is how it should be, but it shouldn't. No man or woman should be going through that. I would really want everyone to enjoy life and to reach their full potential. I don't think you can achieve what you want to achieve if you have a toxic environment, especially homely. I think the last place we go to is home. The last place you can say, like, this is my life, it's home. You can't be, and leave alone marriage and all that. You're talking about even relatives that take advantage. So there's a lot to be talked about. Hata sasa hatuwezi maliza launch ya Simama, hatuwezi maliza. And so really we are trying to be the platform, the voice that we can have these people, survivors, people that have not even gone through it and they want to be part of this. You're much welcome. Like we need as many voices as possible, so that we can, first thing we can do as per now is creating awareness, and also encouraging actions against it. And actions against it is not only CG police and all that, it's us refusing, like you just speaking out. Those are the simple things that we need to do as per now, as we go to the bigger goals and to the long run, having a place to rescue people and all that, you know. Yeah.
So that's the main goal.
Yeah, the long term.
So you've done this for some time. And now, apart from the stories that you get from people, what would you say has been your biggest challenge so far?
I think biggest challenge sahi on Simama imekuwa like the people that are texting, mtu anakwambia kitu, so I'm like what's the way forward for her or for him? What's the way forward?
What can I do about it?
Yeah, what can I do about it? And if I cannot do anything about it, the reason I reached out to professionals on that day, especially we have Becky, she's a psychologist, she's dealt with gender-based violence and also gender issues and all that. I really want us, that day, whoever will come, we need to hear, like, what's the way forward? If napitia hivi na hivi nimeshindwa kutoka, really I cannot help you. Juu nitakwambia the same things marafiki wako wamekwambia, toka. But kumbe there's a place you have to be in to toka. And this one now comes to people, professionals that have dealt with mental issues and all that. So that's why I'm really investing in collaborating with people that have been there, that have not had a platform to, you know, to share out there. So that is the biggest challenge. Yes, there's an issue, but what can I do as Celestine? What can I do?
There's so much. There's so much you can do.
Yeah.
But then there's a whole lot of other things.
Yes. So I'm thinking that. So there will be her and another woman called Marianne, the one for the children. We'll ask questions and then we can get to hear what's the way forward. Kama umeenda kwa polisi kumeshindikana, what's the way forward? Like there's a lot. Like when you think about it, it's not polisi ameshikwa na. Because some people watapewa hadi nini ya kuoniwa, they will still come and kill you. So there's a lot. How can you get refuge? How can you know? So that's why we are really partnering with such people and hoping even as we move forward, we'll have partners that can allow us to go to even mashinani. And because also when I go for my lives and talk about Simama, people are like, hey, huku utago watu wanapigwa, and it looks like it's normal. But no, we have to have the community-based organizations. Yes, CBOs, yes. We have to have them go talk about this thing. Like, because we're creating awareness. It's not normal to be pigwed. It's not normal to, you know, be going through this. It's not normal that mtoto alifanywa sijui nini, now it's shushu. No. So I'm really hoping that's really the the bigger goal. Maybe next year, I'm really hoping that we can have people come on board so that we can now get to the first thing, create awareness. It's not normal.
And you talk about making it seem so normal. I just remembered a couple on TikTok that I saw. I don't know if you've come across them. So they have like a podcast, and their entire conversation is based on what they go through as a couple. So you would imagine they're sharing like, oh, tulikuwa tunateseka, but now we are doing well. But then their content is, kwa nini ulinichapa jana? And the man is like, lazima nikufunze discipline.
My Lord.
Kwa nini sijui ulileta nani kwangu? Ti mwanaume, a man is supposed to be like, and they're making it feel so normal. It's so toxic. Everybody's telling them, what are you guys doing together? It's clear that there's no love hapa. And then the lady's like, so jana, bwanangu aliona, you can look at my face and see, bwanangu aliona ni vizuri and ni discipline. I think niliongea so much hapa kwa TikTok, so today I'm not going to do it. And they have normalized it so much.
We can't be on that. Like, we can't. This is not the day and age. We can't.
Please, like, release us.
I know.
But anyway, I really hope that the message gets to the right people.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, let me just give you a scenario that we had, I think last week. There's a segment that we have that is called Parents Dilemma. We have anonymous people send in their questions, and then we post them to our audience for them to like.
I think I've seen one of you.
Oh, thank you.
Of yours.
So this man DMs us and he says he's being abused by his wife for the longest time.
God.
And first of all, it's a man, so you think, like, I might think that ukona nguvu. So he says he does not find the courage to beat this woman. And he says he cannot leave because he grew up without a dad and he knew how it felt. So he does not want that to happen to his kids. So that is the dilemma. Do I leave?
Do I stay and just keep on drowning?
It is you have a lot of work, let me tell
you. Yeah, you see, such like, yes, you've told me that I'm not a professional, but can I look for people that can give you a way forward? Yes, I think that's where I am at right now, and that's where the dilemma is, and also the challenge.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, really we hope the message gets to the right people.
Yeah,
and hope Simama becomes now the platform that I think it is a saving grace that Kenyans really need right now.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Tell us about your launch, where it will be, and how we can come.
So the launch will be on 22nd of November. That will be on a Friday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Itakuwa tu Nairobi. We changed the venue. Let me just it was supposed, ukiona kwa posta zote, it was written Hill Park Hotel, but now we are doing it at Best Western Plus Hotel in Westlands. But everyone that will be getting a ticket will send details of everything. But I've posted it on my socials so that we all are on the same page, that we have changed the venue from Hill Park to I keep on forgetting this name, to Best Western Plus Hotel. Yeah, so Best Western Plus Hotel is where the event will be. The tickets are going for 3,000 Kenyan shillings only at eventstar.com. eventstur.com. Or go to my bio on Celestine Gachuhi. There's a link there. Just click on it. Utaenda direct. Itakupeleka kwa kununua ticket. If you do not see yourself on that day like coming, hatukufungi, you can DM me so that we can see how you can buy tickets for someone, whichever number that you want. So usifeel kama umefungiwa. If you want to be partners with us and maybe sponsor something, we are really open to it so that we can gear it to Simama launch and also other things. You know, maybe my podcast after that, but really right now we are focused on Simama launch. So if you feel like you want to sponsor, if you want to buy tickets for people, just DM me, Celestine Gachuhi, and then we'll see how we can do it the way forward. Or Simama Initiative, we have an account on Instagram. You can DM there also. If you have a story that you want us to share, just DM me, because the podcast is coming, then we can line up and see who and who we are bringing on board and all that. But we are open to share your stories because first thing we are doing, creating awareness. So karibuni sana, I can't wait to see you so that we can, it's going to be a very intimate event, and tickets are limited. And I said, if we laugh, we laugh. If we cry, we cry. Because this thing is deep. We just see it lightly, but when we think about the people that have been affected, it's not a laughing matter. Whether physical, whether mtu, because mental inakwanga very subtle. You don't see it until someone is drowning. So if we cry, we cry. If we laugh, we laugh. So come through. Yeah, buy your ticket.
You can also tell them who you are targeting, because someone may think, Miss Jaipitia, domestic violence.
Yes. So, yeah, anyone that has been through it, the target people that we are looking for is anyone that has been through any form of gender-based violence. Kuna nyingi, kuna sexual, kuna physical, kuna mental, kuna economic. I'll be sharing a lot of this information on my Instagram and Facebook. So, look out. And then also the people that we are looking for also is people, if you have never gone through it, just come. Because this thing, we have to fight, all of us. Whether you've gone through it or not, whether you're a man or a woman, come through. Because naeza kuwa sijapitia, but maybe my brother is going through it. So we are calling on everyone. This is not a one course man or two people. Everyone, umepitia, hujapitia, man or woman, come through. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too.
For sharing your story and for whatever you're doing. I think I've already told you so many times that it is actually very, very interesting for you to give people that platform to just speak their mind, speak their hearts, tell their stories. It is a very noble initiative.
Thank you so
much.
So
I'm praying that the grace of the Lord will be with you.
Amen, sister.
Anything that you will need, He will provide.
Amen.
You will reach the right people and you will touch the right people. All the partnership that and the collaboration that you're looking for, they will come through you.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And I think that's it from us. I really hope that you'll be there on that day. I think we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But yes, please guys, get your tickets. Let's meet on that day. But until then, goodbye.